Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are now live. We are live and in person. Hope everyone is doing amazing. What's up, Instagram? What's up, TikTok? How's it going, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, X? We are live everywhere. Everywhere we're live. Good job, Josh, says Cookie MW. Welcome, TikTok. What questions do you have tonight? What's on your mind? I posted a video earlier today about how if you're overweight, if you're fat, you might not be able to get a visa. How crazy is that? How ridiculous. I'm sure I was expecting people in the comments to say, that's not reasonable. That's not right. This guy's making this up. This cannot be a real thing. But yet, this is the world we live in. This is what Donald Trump is doing to immigration. They're using what's called the public charge to deny people's visas based on health criteria, obesity, diabetes, heart disease, age, stuff like that. Just one more way of trying to make things more difficult for people. This is what Trump does. This is the way it works. And we're here to talk about it. What questions do you have? I'll even take guests if you want to pop on and ask me questions. A risky strategy on my part, but nevertheless, I would give this a try. And I also have a special guest tonight. This is my dog helping me answer questions. I haven't walked her in a while, so hopefully she won't pee on me. Now fat people can't go to the U.S. Yeah, I mean, it is ironic because people in the U.S. are not thin, right? Here's Gil Marraro. I have a friend has a court date December 27th. Can she get that court date over to the New York City? Jimmy Lay, I love your content, man. I love it. It's inspiring. You're a go-getter. Is it real news? Yeah, it's real news. Let's see. Here's a question from Grizz Lane on TikTok. Can a person travel abroad with an expired green card and a 4-year extension, I-797? I wonder what that means. What's a 4-year extension? Maybe it's a I-751 case for some reason. Why has it been pending for 4 years? I don't know. I'd like to hear more about that before I give you my thoughts on that. Here's Zeb. I have a question. I filed a motion for change of venue a month ago and it's still pending. Yes. If you file a motion for change of venue, 38 million diabetic Americans. I'm surprised it would be that low. I thought it'd be way higher. Motion for change of venue. If you have a court date and you don't show up, you get deported in absentia. So be very careful. Filing a motion to change venue doesn't mean that your venue has changed. It just means that you filed a motion. You still have to go to court. You should plan on going to court unless they grant that motion. Is it true they're accepting new DACA applications? Yes, it is. Is there a risk of deportation? DACA protects you from being deported. I understand people are reluctant to give over their information, but still. Here's a question. Joshua, I have a question. Can someone register a company in another country while on a green card in the US? I suppose so. Yeah, I don't know why you couldn't register in a foreign country. I'm only answering that from an immigration law perspective. So that's just my view on things. Hi, I'm Mohammed. Can I travel with my green card abroad? Well, I guess the question that I have is why couldn't you travel with your green card, right? What's going on that would prevent you from being able to travel with a green card? Because you got to remember the default rule is that green card holders can travel internationally. Artisan, my friend, can I ask you, give your cell number and da da da. I don't know what that question is. Here's Tool Siendira. If your spouse's documents were denied, can he still file taxes for his wife? I don't know what that means. How to switch from a B1 to E2. Will says, hi, Josh. After divorcing partner with 10-year green card, what next? Nothing. There's no immigration consequences. You're just a single person. Your marriage is ended. there's no immigration consequences for that, I don't think. Does the NTA need to include my authorized stay for my pending? Send me your contact in my inbox. You can find my contact information on TikTok in my profile. On Instagram, it's in my profile. Everywhere else, you'll see it above my head. You see my phone number, and I'll put my email address in here as well. Let's see. There we go. There we go. This is my email address. How long do you think a waiver process for overstaying your visa will take? 3 years, 2.5 years. It's going to take a while. Sorry. Don't hate me. Are you available in Dallas, Texas? I grew up in Dallas, Texas, and I would be available to meet with you virtually. Jimmy, you, sir, were and continue to inspire me. You're one of the best in the space, and learning from you on how you grew your practice. Yeah, man, likewise. Sending the love back at you. I like your content. It's great. Keep doing what you're doing. Carla Barrera, for new DACA applications, when will these applications start being processed? My understanding they're being processed right now, except if you live in the great state of Texas. So if you live in Texas and you want to apply for DACA and it's new, then you cannot do it. You have to move somewhere else. How long after the K-1 visa is issued should you leave your birth country? You should leave right away. You should make it, don't run up right to the point that your visa is about to expire, because then something happens and who knows, maybe you won't be able to get through. Let's see here. How many months could it take to get your interview? Well, I mean, how many months can it take to get your interview? I need to know what kind of case it is. I need to know all the details. If you're Mexican, excuse me, and you're applying for a brother or sister, it could take 30 years to get an interview. On the other hand, if you're applying for naturalization, you can get an interview in 4 months. So it depends. Huma Mohammed, you have been granted relief, adjustment of status by an immigration judge, and you already did your post-order verification. How long do you have to wait to receive your green card? It should be coming very soon. You should get your green card within a few months. And congratulations to you as well. Let's see, past 30 days and haven't received the I-797 yet for 751. Yeah, that's frustrating. Josh Stone. Hey, Josh, would my friend be able to withdraw his money from his mutual funds if he got deported? Sure, why not? They don't take your mutual funds if you're deported. Is there a quick way to get an SSN appointment? I don't know, actually. I know how to get managed through USCIS, but I don't know about those sorts of appointments. Daniel, let's see here. Oh, Fatuma shared my live. Thank you. Thank you. If your NTA doesn't recognize your authorized stay for a pending application, is it deficient? I don't go to immigration court, but you could talk to your lawyer and maybe challenge it. Do that. Lots of great questions. Let's take some from Instagram. Let's see who we got here. Who has a question for me? Is there a time limit to apply for a visa U if the incident happened as a child? Well, yeah, there's no time limit, but how are you going to track down the documents? How are you going to get the police to certify your U visa? I mean, I don't know if that's going to be so easy. The more time goes by, the worse it is for you. If I owe taxes, would they deny my citizenship application? I like to get my clients on a payment plan. If there's a way to pay off all the unpaid tax debt, I like to do that before we apply. So there's that. Momo sent me a rose. Thank you. Would they waive an I-75 interview if I got waived 2 years ago? Maybe. Maybe they would. Is it safe to travel on advanced parole? In general, it is, but every case is different. Here's Arjun Gadal. Hey, sir, I have filed for asylum in December of 2016. Still waiting for an interview, and now I've received an NTA. What am I supposed to do? Thanks. Well, you have to go to court, and you have to explain that you have a pending asylum case. That's weird. I don't understand why you would be sent to court. But okay. So here's Koma Nyasan. Is it possible to file a petition for a child that DNA did not match? No, I don't think so. I mean, is that your child? Like biologically, it's your biological child? Because I don't think so. Hey, Josh. How long are I-130s taking? It's been a year since we applied. Sounds like it's been a little too long. Yes, Arjun, you should consider hiring a lawyer. Contact me. Brown Down Ma. Do you know why? Because they don't want no immigrants in this country. Why do people not want immigrants in the United States? It's racism. Yeah, that's the reason. Fear, xenophobia, and racism. That's just basically, unfortunately, it's human nature. Latest update on DACA. USCIS is now accepting and processing new initial DACA applications, except if you live in the state of Texas. Otherwise, you can do it. Questions. Ask me some good questions. Hello from Palm Springs. I love Palm Springs. Foodie. My mom waiting. Let's see here. How long does it take to process an I-751 that was submitted in May of 2025? I would say 18 months. Maika is from the Caribbean. Where are you located? Let me know in the comments. I love seeing all the different cool places that people are at. I'm in Los Angeles in my kitchen. Let me know where you're at. That would be really fun for me to hear that. I didn't upload the, let's see here. Here's someone in New York City. What a great place. How long does it take to receive your green card after approval? I don't know. Here's Liliana from India. We have a German here. That's cool. New York is in the house. Let's see here. Pittsburgh. All right. Jamaican, Alabama. Let's see. Let me know in the comments where you're located. I find that really interesting and inspiring, really. We're helping people all over the place. Canada's here. Very cool.